And this is Hayden. He's part of the team. And what would you personally like to get out of this team to this week?
Personally, I'd like to be able to, first off, get a lot of good water up to families up there and use that as a technique to build relationships with people and, just see people come to know Jesus and see people further their faith, because I know that in my life that's one of the most important things going, aside from breathing. I know that I'm only breathing because God made me, so it's a pretty big step, and I think that's one of the main things, just building relationships.
Good morning, this is Hayden again. Hayden, remember the first question that we asked you at the beginning when you came on Monday? What would you like to get out of this week? That was the question. What would be your response to that?
I just got so much out of this week. Just the joy, personally, of being able to bring fresh water to 12 different homes. It was just great, and being able to put a floor on a house, it was just amazing what God was able to do through us and the whole team. And also to be able to see the kids just having a great time at the VBS whenever we got a chance to be there. It was just completely amazing to see God working in this place, what His plans are for this place. It's just amazing.
Micah? And Micah, what would you personally like to get out of this week?
First of all, I'd really like to grow in my faith this week, and also, as Ken said before, I really want to be able to keep the joy that these people have here when they have so little and I have so much. I want to be able to have the same joy they do all the time.
Okay, again, what did you really get out of this trip? What did you see?
Well, I noticed all the joy that these kids had. I mean, you never saw like anybody having a frown. They were always smiling, and they were very hungry for attention, but I mean, their joy was just amazing, and I hope just maybe a little bit of that rubbed off on me this week. And also that I visited this one lady this week, and her strong faith was just amazing. She relied on God for everything that she needed and any problems she had with her children. And I hope that I can rely on God as much as she does, and I hope I will just keep this and remember this forever. That's about it.
That you personally would like to get out of this team on this week?
Sure. Well, personally, I'd like to see my own faith challenged by God, just seeing things that are going on here and the ways that I can help and our team can help. And I also want to see our students developed as leaders, just becoming people that are able to meet needs themselves, not wait on somebody just to ask them, but actually go and pursue those needs and find ways to share Christ with people. So really the leadership of the students, I think, will be a key thing I'd like to see our group get out of this week.
Ken, he's the youth pastor, and I remember the question that we asked you, what would you personally like to get out of this week? What would be your response to that?
At the end of the week now, looking back, I know our big expectation was that we would put students in a position to take leadership in meeting the physical and spiritual needs of the people here on Roatan. And at the end of the week, I look back and I see that happened, and we saw students taking ownership, students actually doing ministry instead of adults doing it for them. We used soccer as a platform to share Christ, and saw multiple kids and teenagers pray to receive Christ. We distributed toothbrushes and toiletries and shoes, and people received that. We prayed with them. And the Bible school, we had hundreds of kids come to the Bible school and pray to receive Christ. And so we were really excited to see the results of that in the lives of the people on Roatan. But as a student minister, one of the things that was exciting to me was to see the development of our students, their spiritual growth, their leadership growth, to see kids go from being introverts to taking a step out and being leaders and being able to get up in front of 100 children and share Christ was just incredible. It was a great opportunity, and I would say that if you're a student minister and you're looking to take your kids to make a difference somewhere, this is a place of extreme need and great opportunity for not only the people here to have their needs met spiritually and physically, but also for your students to become greater leaders.
Good morning. We're standing right behind of the Sunrise Mission Inn. Today is the 12th of June, and this is the Gable family. This is Brett Gable. And Brett, can you tell us some of the things that you experienced here in the Colonia this week?
This is my first missions trip, and I came with my church and my family, so it was really exciting for me. I got to see the poverty here in Roatan, Honduras, but what really stood out to me is how the boys and girls rushed for the water when we were giving it out, and it just seemed like it was a shocker to me to realize how poor they were. But when they got out and started playing soccer and playing games, they just had so much joy, even though they have few things, but they can still be thankful for some stuff. It's just amazing to me.
Chelsea, can you tell us one of the things that you experienced here through this week?
I've experienced like the love and the joy of small children who don't really have anything, and they're so much more joyous than any other children I've met, and they're so friendly. And they've each given, there's this one family who's given almost every single student a little card saying like how much they appreciate us, and we just really respect that, all of us, and we're really thankful for them and thankful to be on this trip.
This is Laura. Laura, this is your first mission trip to Roatan, Honduras, right?
Yes.
Your
Or
first
any
trip.
mission trip. Yes.
Okay. What did you find? What did you discover this week on the Colonia?
The conditions in the Colonia were so much more desperate than I had even imagined they were. We were given a lot of information up front of what to expect, but each house we went to and each family we touched were just incredibly needing of water and clothes and food. And the thing most that touched my heart was the love and the affection that they don't always have here. And so I feel like I was able to provide a little of that, even if only for a week. And I hope that others who come will come with an open and loving heart and embrace the children and the parents and give the love that they have.
His name is David Gable, and he's the head of the family. And what are some of the things that you would like to express to us that you discovered in the Colonia this week?
I think that struck me most was just the utter poverty here, but yet the children and the families, how much they embrace every little comfort that's given to them. They live on dirt floors, a lot of them live without electricity, there's raw sewage, there's garbage, and yet they live a life that to them they're happy in because of the little things that we can provide. And it just taught me personally how much I take for granted in my own life, what God has blessed me with, what He enriched me with, and me and my family, and how we should be better stewards of what we have that we can share and bring to others. Not just in physical comforts, but also to spread the gospel and the message, and let the Holy Spirit carry that to the village here, because I was just amazed by just the poverty level and the little things that we can provide that we take for granted every day, just running water, electricity, anything that we have that they would never see in their lifetime that we see every day. And yet we attended a church service, and the passion, a 2-hour church service, which back where we live, we would be sitting, fidgeting in our seats to get out and go have lunch. The passion that they have, that they stay, and the Spirit working through them, just utterly amazed me.